What's up, y'all? Random open discussion. Let's get it in. Come on in.
You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B.
That's me.
Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door. What's up, y'all? Turn my preaching music on early. What's up, y'all? We here. Let me go ahead and light this up. We're gonna get to talking. But before we get all the way in, hey, I forgot, let me play my commercial before we get all the way into talking. Let me turn it, let me pause this. This is what we gotta do. Y'all know I got the documentary premiere coming up shortly, right? Y'all know I got that coming up there, right? Y'all know this is coming. Y'all know this is coming right here, right?
Hi, my name is Dewan Brown, creator of It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American influence on music and culture. I'm doing this for a few reasons. One, I come from the field of working with children. And in working with children, I've seen that there's so many young black kids who really don't understand where we come from.
Right?
While at the same time...
That wasn't even the commercial I wanted to play. Let me play this one. Here we go. Ha!
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Dewan Brown, creator of...
The
Black American influence on music and culture.
I get strikes on this one.
I come from the field of working with children. And in working with children, I've seen that there's so many young black kids who really don't understand where we come from.
I'm from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia.
As he creates a detailed timeline on how through Jim Crow, we created every form of music, from rock to pop to bebop to hip hop and more.
I put together this treat because it seems to be an all-out assault on the history of Black American music.
Damn right.
We've always had music that talked about love.
Yeah, right here. This part right here. That part right there is where they tried to copyright claim.
Life.
There we go.
Back to reality.
We should be
That
good
talked
here.
about the agonies of life. That talked about the hardships of life. When it comes into our music, when you put that drum set down, drums, bass, keys, kick drums, snare, hi-hat, you go from swing your hips left and right to the salsa rhythm to bobbing your head on a 1 and a 2. That's the effect the drum set has. So when we talk about hip hop and what it is, it's an extension of the music and the instrumentation that our forefathers created.
Check out the live stream premiere of the documentary short, It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American Family Tree, and Q&A, a fundraiser to create a series detailing music's evolution. Go to DewanB.com for streaming passes and crowdfunding.
That's right, goddammit. Go to DewanB.com for all that. And I might even do an incense and ashtrays after this, depending on how y'all feel. If y'all gonna join me or not, I might do some music talk. But right now, we having an open discussion. Open talk. It's a lot going on. What's good, chat room? What's up, Lamaj Smooth? What's up, Evan? What's up, Nia D? Darius? What's up, Dexter? Dr. Sinister? Evan? DJ Lundy? Mark Smith? Appreciate y'all. What's up, Vayno? It's been a lot going on. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have more of a focused discussion. I'm gonna talk more about like Jamil Hill and what's going on with her. Y'all see she done came out the bag defending Jada Pinkett. What's up with people defending like a feminist? You ain't got to defend women. You don't have to defend every woman all the time. That's my thing. Are feminists ever wrong? Are women ever wrong to feminists? Well, let me take it back. Women be wrong to feminists when it comes to competition because women be hella competitive with each other. But are women ever wrong when they do things in public, like what Jada's doing? Now, again, I'm good at being reasonable and seeing, multiple sides of the argument. But, what Jada's doing, having her information all saying the things that she's saying in public, knowing how the media runs with things, knowing the way they're going to take it, that's not wrong to feminists like Jamil Hill? Like, the fuck? I'm going to get more into that tomorrow, but I'm just kind of open tonight, man. I don't really have any one thing that I want to talk about. Call in 323-744-7425. The phone lines are not open. Let me open them up. I got the phone number up there with no phone line open. My bad. That's right, Gina C. You ready for the documentary? Get the pay-per-view live stream passes right now. Get the live stream. Go here. What you're going to do is you're going to go to DewanB.com. You're going to go to DewanB.com and you can click any of these. I made to where you click any of them buttons. Register now. Register now. November 12th, 1 p.m. It's 3 weeks from today. What I need you guys to do is I need you to join and buy your stream pass right away because people do forget. So the sooner you get your stream pass, the sooner you'll be on the reminder list. The sooner you'll be on the reminder list of the event. And it's going to put you in position to tell your friends about it because I'm going to need y'all to get at least 3 or 4 other people to support this. If you buy a pass and if everybody listening right now gets 3 people to buy a pass, that go a long way. Or gift one to them so that they can get a copy and see Black music history. And if you can't make it live, don't trip. You're still going to get a copy of it. If you can't make it live, do not trip. You still get a copy of the extended version 3 weeks from today. We got a caller. This is an open topic. Whatever y'all want. We're going to go on with what y'all want to go in. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from? You there, caller? Is my phone low? Can y'all hear the caller? Nope. Well, somebody else call in. Somebody whose phone line is working. Give us a call. 323-744-7425. And he said, somebody said, talk about my favorite seasonings. The taste of your mama's underboob. That's my favorite seasoning. Under your mama's titty. That right there. That shit tastes like skin and sweat.
She got them. It ain't that big though because she only got A pluses. She ain't really got no B cups. Your mama got. She's the only person with an under boob A cups. How you only have A cups and still have under boob? Nibble should be sitting on top of your chest, perky than a motherfucker. But your mama got an under boob and she only got A cups. That's my favorite seasoning right there. Somebody said, kind of interesting, what do the cards entail? The cards are life, a breakdown of life. Matter of fact, someone asked a card. Y'all got any card questions? Y'all know Mondays is my Monday mini readings. You can sign up for a mini reading tomorrow. You got to sign up for it today for tomorrow. Get a slot for tomorrow for a mini reading. And all for my listeners, full readings, our readings are 30% off for this month. Type in the product code 30, but only if you type in that product code 30, you get 30% off readings for our readings for the whole month. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Juan? This is George calling from New York.
George from New York. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, I wanted to know. You talk a lot about Black American music history.
Yeah.
And the people who vulture off it. But here's a question for you. Back in the 50s, when you started to get the start of rock and roll and everything, you had your black pioneers and founders of the genre, and then you had your white, culture vultures, the people who imitated black rock and roll and made it into something of their own. I wanted to know, in your opinion, who do you think were the best white imitators or white culture vultures of the genre, and who were the best examples of white artists who made rock and roll into their own style?
See, good question. I don't call every white artist that does our music culture vultures. At the end of the day, we got some dope ass culture. Why wouldn't you want to do it? You dig? I only call the ones vultures, the ones that want to take it and claim it as theirs. Those are the vultures. The ones that take it and give it up, then yeah, I ain't got no issue with that, because one of our biggest issues as a people is we leave so much hot shit behind. We need these other groups to come around and pick some of it back up, because we'd be too fast moving on to the next thing, So I'm gonna make that clear. I don't call every person that's not black culture vultures. A lot of people do that. Not me. I tend not to be that reckless. But as far as when you're talking about the 40s and the 50s, none. All of the white people, they just hadn't had enough experience and time around us at that time to halfway start sounding good. To me, the first white groups that started to sound good, one of them was what's the name of that group? They did one of the early white soul, blue-eyed soul groups. They had a song called "A Beautiful Morning." What's the name of that group? God damn it! Let me go to my iTunes right here. Let me go to my because I know I got them right here. Let me give you this, and I'm gonna give you a few more groups after this one. But I thought that they were good when you get into the 60s and 70s. I like the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees. The funny thing about the Bee Gees is they were trying to sound like the Bee Gees were basically trying to sound like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, except for they weren't that good at it in the early 70s. So after the Stylistics and Delphonics came out, the Bee Gees changed their sound to trying to sound more like black groups. And what they did was when they switched it up and they started trying to sound the Bee Gees when you get to the mid 70s, when they get to songs like Emotion, I think the Bee Gees did a great job. But the Bee Gees will also be the first ones to tell you they were inspired by the Delphonics and by the Stylistics and by the Dramatic. They'll be the first ones to tell you that that's who inspired them. That's the name of the group, the Rascals.
The British artists are a lot more honest.
Yeah, and they were Australian. The non-white American, because they were Australian. The Bee Gees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're Australian. Average white band on the funk side of the game. Tower of Power, they black and Latino. On that side of the game. Yeah, 80s. You had a lot of white folks in the 80s that sound pretty good, but they all try to sound like niggas. But you have some ones that you know, Rod Temperton's writing. You know, David Bowie sometimes, you know, when he tried this, you know, but he had all black producers and black background singers, you know. So Steely Dan. Then again, most of the musicians with Steely Dan were black, you know.
Really?
When he gets an Asia album, that's Wayne Shorter playing the saxophone. That's what's his name on the drums? Bernard Purdy on drums. Steely Dan's is a compilation. It's just two white dudes, but they basically surround them. They have different musicians for every song, and the majority of the people that pulled off the Steely Dan sound, from the background singers to the musicians, were black.
Wow.
Phil Collins used Earth, Wind & Fire during his run in the 80s. That was an Earth, Wind & Fire band that he had backing him. All that songs, Two Hearts and all that stuff, that's Earth, Wind & Fire playing, minus Maurice White.
I knew it was too funky.
Yeah. Bandana, that's Chic. You know, find the white artist, I'll show you the black person behind them. Or if it's not a black person directly producing them, the white producer that worked with black artists and got all they gained from black folks. See how that goes?
Shit, look at Justin Timberlake and Timberland, you know?
Right, and Pharrell and Justin Timberlake. Yeah, and with Adele, she has white producers, but those white producers have a black aesthetic sound, and they get resourced. They get strings, horns, background singing, whatever ingredients she needs to make a hit, she gets. Versus Jasmine Sullivan does the best she could do with her budget. You know, my man J-Mo does a great job with her production, but I'm sure he could do a lot further if his budget was triple that to really bring in what he really wants to the sound, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I hope that answers your question, brother.
Go
ahead.
No, it does absolutely. Do you think you could do a quick reading for me?
Go ahead. What's your birthday?
11/13/93.
Okay, then. What on my website? He said
11/13/93.
11/13/93. See, folks, where else are you gonna go to get some music history from a nigga smoking a blunt and reading cards? Where else you gonna get that, folks? Okay, come on. No, man, what the hell, computer? Come on, stop tripping. My computer tripping. You said 1993?
Yeah.
Are you a 7 of clubs? That's the lawyer right there. You can negotiate yourself out of any problem, can't you? You've already been able to talk yourself out of issues, can't? But you can also talk yourself into shit. You got to watch out for talking too much shit. You can talk yourself into fights if you go too hard. But you can talk yourself out of anything, can't you?
I do have my way with words.
Yeah, you got that 5 of diamonds and Mercury, so people got to watch you. They don't know which way you coming from. They got, you know, you can speak from multiple angles. You can come from multiple angles. You can see things from. You could be just as hot and cold on the same issue. You can see both sides of it pretty well. And more than both sides. And you also got to make sure that 7 of spades and Saturn. That's a hard working card. You're a hard working dude, but you got to make sure you're honest with your work. If you put in honest work and you do things on a high end, on the up and up end, you're gonna be blessed. But you got to watch out because you are so clever with your words. You are so good at saying. You can see things from other people before they see it. So you got to make sure that you make sure that you stay, within your character when it comes to that. All right, don't get outside your character because that's where all your mistakes are gonna be made when you get outside of who you are.
Noted. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Appreciate you.
All right, have a good one.
You have a good night, brother.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Yeah, we doing calling. I'm talking about whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about. Call on in, people. I had a few people that called in. Y'all know I can only take one call at a time. I got a whole nother blunt over here rolled, so. But also, shit, I might do some music. Let me know if y'all. Let me know. I'm only gonna do music if y'all niggas want to. If I ain't gonna do the music if it's gonna be 3 niggas up in there. Over on Mixcloud, y'all gotta go download Mixcloud and subscribe at Dewan B over on Mixcloud. Where are my moderators at? I need some more moderators. My moderators have been coming on at random times. If you want to know your car, go to my website, breakthroughcars.com. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, Dewan. It's Tennessee from Seattle.
Tennessee from Seattle. Are you born in Tennessee and moved to Seattle, or you just named Tennessee but born in Seattle? How'd that go?
From Mississippi. Greenville.
Are you from Mississippi, but your name is Tennessee? Ha!
Yeah.
That sounds like a Naked Gun sketch. But what's going on, brother?
Peace, brother. You know what? I really enjoy your commentary when you speak on the importance of foundational Black American drummers.
Yeah.
And how they've, pretty much influenced every genre of music that we created, from, like you said, Bernard Pretty Purdy to,
Dennis Chambers,
Buddy
JoJo
Miles.
White, Max Roach.
Correct. Yeah, so I really just want to hear you kind of elaborate on the importance of the foundation, the FBA drummers, and how important we have been to the music.
Dope. On the documentary, I go into it, and on the extended version, you actually, for those of you who join the pay-per-view, you're actually going to get clips of me on the drum set myself explaining. I'm explaining this now, but on the extended pay-per-view that we're doing, some of my outtakes is me actually sitting on the drums and explaining these concepts while I'm playing. But when it comes to the drums is the earth element. Everything in the music formulates and shapes around the drums. The drums is what gives the song its texture and its form and its shape. And the accents and the pockets that everyone else is doing is all around what the drummer's doing. And what we did with the drum set is Black Americans. We took the second line drums, every component of the drum set, other than the foot pedal, other than the mechanics, the machines, meaning foot pedal and the hi-hat. Everything else was already in existence. Cymbals were around, snare drums were around, bass drums were around, tom-toms were around. They were always there and used in frontline instruments and other forms. Whereas it's like when you listen to classical music, the drums sort of, you can have a whole song go without any kind of drum. And then the timpanis will come and build anticipation and build a sound and build it up. When you're looking at Latin and salsa music, the drums are the color. They bring the color and the flavor to the music. You know what I mean? They bring, that's what they do to the music when for Latin music. For our music, for Black American music, the drum set literally is the foundation of the song and the driving force of the song. The foot pedal alone, the kick drum, that piece of machinery invented by D.D. Chandler in 1896, that kick is what determines which direction you bob your head, which direction you swing your hips. That's all formatted around the kick drum. A piece of equipment that most people that come to the concert don't even notice. They see the guitar player wailing around, the keyboard player. They see the singer doing all kind of dumb shit and messing up the song half the time. They see all that other shit going on. No one notices the kick drum. But the kick drum is what everything else is going on in the music is molding around. And then the snare is the breaks. The snare on the 2 and the 4 breaks things up and breaks up the tension and breaks up the action. Just our use of the snare alone separates us from the rest of the world. No one else in no other world music had a consistent beat on the 2 and the 4 that separated and divided the sounds until we did it. And it sounded so goddamn good when we did it that the rest of the world sat their native instruments down and picked up our drum set. So that's just a little snippet of how important the drum set is. But I go into real detail on the pay-per-view, sitting on the drum, showing y'all.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, brother. And just to answer somebody's question in the chat room, yes, Greenville, Mississippi in the house. And shout out to y'all. Thank you very much, DeJuan.
Shouts out to Greenville, Mississippi. They produced the real one, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. Peace out.
Yes, sir. So, yeah. So the drums, man, that alone, the drum set alone cancels any argument anyone has as far as their influence on our music. If you're using a drum set, shut the fuck up. Discussion's over with. You've bent the knee. You've sat your cultural music, your cultural instrument, even your cultural drum. You sat that down to pick up our drums. Game over. End of discussion. We don't have to get into the bass guitar. How other people sat there, what they use for bass. A lot of Latin music used the tuba for bass. A lot of the Caribbean used the merengue box for bass. We use the motherfucking bass guitar. If you sat your merengue box down, if you sat your tuba down, now you're using a bass guitar. Thank you, Black Americans. Thank you, Black Americans, for changing the way we do music. All right. Oh, you said, what's up, Jay Click? A sports question. How do I feel about the Lakers this year? Man, they're going to win a lot of games and get kicked out by the second round of the playoffs. LeBron is going to pad his stats. That's what's going to happen. AD going to put in all kind of work. He's not going to get the credit for it. And then the minute he gets hurt, everyone's going to call him everything short of other than the child of God. LeBron's going to pad his stats. They got a good young group that's going to win. That little young group they got out there, they can win some games. Inspired of the stat pattern. But the Lakers going to finish somewhere between the 4th and the 6th seed. They can go as high as 3rd, they can go as low as 7. Depending on injuries. If it's, but they'll fizz out. Oh, we got South Africa in the building. Speaking of South Africa, speaking of drums, when it comes to Africa, the continent of Africa, and we see the Nigerians talking about Afrobeat this, Afrobeat that. The preeminent, the best sound coming out of Africa really has been coming out of South Africa more than any other, as far as music that really hits. Hugh Masekela, when he hit, Hugh Masekela was bigger worldwide than Fela Kuti. I know Fela gets talked about because we got a lot of Nigerians here. And salute to Fela. I ain't got no issues with Fela. Fela's dope. But really, Hugh Masekela. And for those of you who watch sports, y'all remember Sal Masekela that used to be on ESPN? That's his dad, Hugh Masekela. Hey, caller, call right back. For some reason, my button was tripping. I couldn't click on that bitch. Call right back, caller. Call right back. I had something in the way of my answer button, and I couldn't click on that bitch. Yeah, but salute to South Africa. Because y'all know Ronnie Laws, the great saxophonist. Ronnie Laws played the saxophone. He played the horns for Earth, Wind & Fire. And he left Earth, Wind & Fire. This back before Earth, Wind & Fire blew up. Before this, actually, they were blowing up. They were on the way. They had just done, I think, the Head to the Sky album. Keep your head to the sky. Hey, caller, call back. I can answer your call now. Ronnie Laws. He actually left Earth, Wind & Fire to join Hugh Masekela. That's how big Hugh Masekela was in the early 70s. That's how big Hugh Masekela was in the early 70s. Ronnie Laws left Earth, Wind & Fire to play for Hugh Masekela. He ended up having a dope career himself. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Luan Redney. I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. What's on your mind?
Shanquilla Robinson.
Shanquilla Robinson. What's on your mind, Shanquilla?
Yeah. Well, she still hasn't got justice. It's been a whole year. Like, this is out of control. Like, I really... It's
Hello?
frustrating, you know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's up?
It's frustrating, you know, because there's still no justice, still nobody locked up. Like, it's BS to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they say not enough evidence. I feel as though the video out there, I mean, that should be enough.
And who are you talking about?
Big Shanquella Robinson.
Okay,
the girl
yeah.
who got murdered by her friends in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. Yeah, her.
Mm-hmm.
That right there should be a lesson to all. Watch who you hang around. But understand this. When it comes to the system that we're in, we can't, we're anger and frustration and is only going to get us so far, because two things are going to happen. You're going to either get paralyzed by the overwhelming task that's ahead of us as far as getting justice, because it's too many names to mention, or the frustration and burnt out energy is going to burn you out. You got to understand that as black folks in America, you know, we're prisoners of war. We're still prisoners of war, even though slavery is over with. There was a war that was set upon our people. You're from the upper Northeast. Y'all were the first ones the war was hit upon, all the free blacks up that way. You know, the emblem of America, I'm sure, looked like you. Very dark skin, is a brown-skinned black woman. And, you know, we've been dealing with this thing for a long time. And the way that we're going to get through this thing is by keeping our eye focused on changing the system from within, as far as what we're doing right now, our fight for reparations. We need money. You know what I mean? The voting thing comes around every 2 years regardless. That's how I look at it. Whether we want to or not, every 2 years you got to vote. But in every 2 years, you got these motherfuckers in suits trying to talk to us about a whole bunch of bullshit that we don't need. And so the whole point of view of, okay, we just going to sit back and still participate politically, but not jump all the way in and vote for you unless you have an agenda for us, unless you have reparations for us. That's a long-term plan that we're implementing now. It's a plan that, you know, even once we get reparations, we need to continue to do, because money's been stolen from us for 400 years consistently. So we fight for our reparations. We speak up for ourselves. We get our cultural identity in check. We get to know who we are as a culture and rally around our culture. And through a multi-generational effort, we change this thing around. It's not going to get changed overnight. The surface level things get changed overnight, but the rest of it is a consistent effort. And as long as you're being part of that effort to each one teach one, raise the children that you raise, or the nieces and nephews if you don't have any, to do it the right way and to find themselves and love themselves and know themselves, teach our cultural identity to ourselves. If we do decide to get involved politically, make sure it's an agenda that's going to put money in our pockets, the same way Italians and white folks and Mexicans and everybody else gets actual money put in their pockets when they vote. I think those are all things that we're doing that we need to continue to do, because if we just go case by case by case by case of black people being mistreated, we are going to run our heads into the ground. Take it from me, somebody who used to do that. I used to get angry at everything that came up until one day I realized I can't allow these things outside of me to control my emotions. These are my emotions. This is my spirit. This is my soul. And I'm the one that got to sleep at night. So I can't allow these things that I cannot control. No matter how much I worry about this shit, I still can't control it. So I can't allow that to get in my way and to dictate my mood. So don't let it dictate your mood, but let it inspire you and push you as you do participate in things politically, as you do grow yourself as a woman, as a person, as you grow that self. Let those stories like her and Sandra Bland and Trayvon Martin and everybody else, let that stuff be fuel for whatever our passion is. But don't let it get mess your mood up. Don't allow it to. All right.
Right, and it doesn't. But it's just how can you take somebody outside the country and want to jump on her? Because I guarantee
you'll never know. Guess what?
They would never have done that to her if they was in her city in North Carolina. I promise you.
Put it like this.
God, they would not have put their hands on her.
Put it like this.
It's a whole nigga that hit her. I don't care. That's my opinion. That's
unless you have a twisted sadistic mind, you'll never understand. And I don't think you have a twisted sadistic mind. I know I don't. I sound like you don't. So the fact that your mind isn't sick, the fact that your mind is healthy, means that you'll never understand why. So
you can spend 1,000,000 years trying to figure out why. Don't waste your time. Unless your mind is just as sick as somebody like that, you will never understand, okay?
Exactly.
And if you do understand, then you might need some prayer. All right?
Like, if I was there, I swear to God, I would have mollywopped all the motherfuckers in that room. Yo, word. Like, what? Like, you gonna sit there and just watch? There's so many niggas around you. Y'all just gonna sit there and watch them record? Like, nowadays, people, all they do, they see a fight, they want to pick up their phone and record. Why the fuck you don't intervene with it?
And that's another thing.
You know?
You know what's gonna stop these people from recording? When we stop watching. I didn't watch that video. I can't watch it. I never will watch it. Yeah, because that's what happened. It gets in your spirit, and once you see things like that, you can't unsee it. You cannot unsee trauma. So my recommendation moving forward, if someone says, "Hey, this video, somebody got beat up or killed," just don't watch it. All right, but you have a good one. I appreciate you for calling in.
Thank you.
That's the thing, folks. Don't watch them videos, man. Fuck them videos. Do not watch them videos of people getting fucked up and murdered and nah, man. Nah, don't do that. Don't watch that. That shit get in your spirit, and you can't unsee it. What's up, Unique Organics Hair Care? What's up, Osif Black, Kirk Owen, Amir Lasser, Bismarck T. Appreciate y'all for hopping up on in here in the chat room. Open discussions. Open discussions is what we're talking about. If y'all haven't gone to thewanb.com to register for my premiere, y'all fucking up. You're fucking up. All right? I need you to go here, thewanb.com. And when you go here, you're going to click on register now. It's going to take you to this page. And then for additional support, you can click on the GoFundMe and donate. You can click on the GoFundMe and donate for additional support. Also, this is a fire sale right now. I'm funding this documentary. It's time to get it going. Everything on my website is 20% off. There's a 20% sale on everything on my website. My Godfather shirts, my Funk Disco drum sample packs. I got Afrobeat sample pack. Playing the drums for Afrobeats is easy as fuck. So, of course, I recorded a sample pack doing that. Soul pack. We got all that. Got my Bigger Than Hip Hop t-shirt. Support the movement. Everything 20% off. And then you got the Black American Music Family Tree. All that shit 20% off right now. All that's 25% off. For your readings, you can go to breakthroughcards.com. Our readings are 30% off. And Quiet is Kept, so is my 3 reading package. It's 30% off. So meaning if you buy a 3 reading package, you basically get 1 reading for free. You get, that's price. You get 1.5 readings for free. You basically pay for 1.5 full readings, but you get 3 if you buy that package. My classes are closed for right now. Well, the Reading Yourself class is open, but the Cardiology Master class is closed. I'll do another semester of that next year. But yeah, then you get your Monday mini reading. You got to book now for a mini reading. Those slots go fast. All right. That's where we at with it. But you got to support the movement. You got to support the movement. You got to go to the homepage. You got to support the live stream documentary premiere of It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American Music Family Tree. This is about to be some monumental shit, y'all. Look at this here. Watch this. Look at this. Let me see here. Is this it? Let me see. Is this the video I want to show y'all?
Together and singing. And that goes back to the 1700s. That goes back to the 1800s. One of the first big time bands or groups, you can say, was the Fisk Jubilee Singers. They were around in the 1850s while slavery was still going on. And they were getting asked to speak, to sing and spread knowledge in the 1860s, 1870s to France, to Germany, All over Europe, these black people were being asked to sing because it was always told that the world is always understood. There's a special sound that comes out of North America. So when we talk about our music being a cornerstone of world music, this didn't start with hip hop. This goes back 200 years. This goes back before the phonograph. This goes back before airplanes. This is an old standard. So as our music evolved, we get into the 1880s and you start to get into ragtime, 1890s, you get Scott Joplin.
Yeah, it's me over here screen recording parts of my documentary that's coming up. Buy 2 passes. Everybody buy 2 passes to it and gift one to somebody. Buy a pass for yourself and then get one of your friends' email addresses and buy a pass for them and use their email address. Oh, and also if you're not Kurt, I know you in LA. Press the number 1 if you're in LA. Press the number 1 if you live in it, or if you live in Southern California, press the number 1. I got a special announcement for my LA folks. Man, look. All I know is November 8th, save the date. That's going to be the launch opening premiere night of my new music night. It's called Music. Yellow Beezy, fuck you for that. Chat room is stupid. That was the microphone that made me sign that when I said Fisk. That wasn't me. That was a mic. You trying to say I got a lisp, man. Y'all wrong. Anyway, but if you in LA, me and I don't want to say I don't make all the way the announcement. Well, I should make the announcement. Y'all about to see the fire in the next couple of days. I got a live music night. It's gonna be every first and third Wednesday, but for the month of November, it's gonna be the 8th and the 22nd. And starting in December, it's gonna be first and third Wednesdays. I got a live band, hot ass live band. We're gonna have some of the hottest comics and some of the hottest singers in LA. We bringing this live music, this music thing that I'm talking about. This is also happening in the earthly realm off the internet. We start the discussions on the internet, but we bring the shit into real life action. And I have a dope ass music night that's starting November 8th. I'm gonna be cracking the jokes and emceeing it, and the legendary Tashina Arnold's gonna be singing. Did y'all hear what I just said? T's gonna be singing, and I'm gonna be cracking the jokes, and we're gonna be bringing in some of the hottest local singers in LA. We're gonna be bringing in some singers and artists that you already know. You won't know until you get there, but we save the date. November 8th is the first night. So I talk all this shit on the internet, but we bringing the live music right back to LA, right in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard. That's where we're going to be, on Hollywood Boulevard, Wednesday nights, doing the real deal. So come on out for that. What's up, Carter? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, brother. Hey, brother, what's up, man? It's different.
What's up, different? You was jogging, brother? You all right? You was running upstairs?
No, not that. I'm trying to get something. How about that? Yeah. But, yeah, it seemed like that event you having. Like that event you having right on my birthday. It's crazy.
Yeah?
I wish it's on my birthday. I wish you could record it.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we're gonna be at multiple events. So when you out here in LA, you're gonna look at it. We might. So who knows? You never know what the future brings. We might be able to record some things in the future. I don't know where it's gonna go, but all I know is it's gonna be the hottest shit in LA.
It's gonna do good.
Yeah, it's gonna do great, brother. Well, what's on your mind?
I wanted to get a card reading on a birthday.
Oh yeah. What's your birthday?
The birthday is it's August 10th, 1974.
Oh, you're a 3 of diamonds. I already know what August 10th is.
You said August 10th. I just want to make sure. Let me put it in here to make sure I'm right. Oh yeah, you 3 of diamonds because you got the same. I know a few August 10th birthdays. Rough childhoods you had. You butt heads with a lot of the adults, especially if they sounded stupid, or they didn't get it. Yeah, you had a rough when you was young. You had to kind of figure out your own way. Like people telling you shit wasn't enough. You kind of had to rough your own elbows up. But by the time you got to your early 20s, you started in late teens, early 20s, really early 20s. You started to settle it down. And right now, you've gone a lot further than you like. You look back at what you was doing when you was 16. You be like, God damn, how the fuck I get out of that? I'm sure you do that all the time, don't you?
No, it's not me. It's actually it's actually somebody else. It's actually my mom.
Oh, it's your mom. Well, she's like that.
Yes, that shit is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom was.
God, you read her like a book. Man, that is nuts.
Yeah.
Like everything you said is her. Like for real.
Yeah. See, the 3 of diamonds. Those are people like. But I'm sure now, mom's got a big heart and like.
Oh, she definitely does.
She'll give her last to somebody who need it now.
Yes, she will.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. She been through it, so she understands what it is. So she got hella compassion, hella. But you still can't fuck with her.
Yeah, definitely can't do that.
She got the compassion, but you can't. You still can't. You can't play with her.
Do it tell you anything about how she is, like as a person?
Yeah.
Like, do it goes in more into the personality? The cards do.
Yeah, they do. I can go way deep into personality, but that takes time. That kind of happens.
I feel you.
As I do on far I do surface level, but I can go a little on an actual reading. We can go as deep as you want. I can go down to the year anything happened in somebody's life that they need to explain. But
what's the best advice to give her for the future? I'm just asking, like you got as far as the cards wise, you know.
What's her birth year?
Oh yeah, I said like what's the best advice to give?
No, so what year was she born? I got the date, but what year was she born?
1974.
Okay. So that means she is in her Jupiter years going into her Saturn years. Basically right now she's coming out of a period of she's about the last 10 years of her life there's been a lot of wishy-washiness going. She's had a lot of back and forth, and she's had to put away. She's put away a lot of things in her life. She's settled a lot of scores, settled a lot of issues, become cool with a lot of things. Now she's going into the period to where she's really masterminding her heart space. She's growing into who she really is right now. And she's still in those 5 of spades years. So she still has a couple more years of putting away some issues. So right now she needs to be focused on putting away her issues. Certain things that are lingering, certain things that are going on inside of her that she's unsettled with from her past. She's got to put it away. Like, you know what, the past, you know, certain things. That's the phase she is in her life. And the more effective she is at doing that, her doing that is going to send her into a period of she's really about to going into a phase in her life where she's really become the master of her emotions. But that mastery only comes after you settle and deal with the things that you still ain't settled. So that's what she's in. That's in the period she's in right now, is settling her past, settling her things out. But whatever she did in the past ain't nothing bad. It's just things that more so in her own mind she doing way too much, and she just calm the hell down and be cool with it. You know what I mean? She realized whatever she thinking about in her head ain't as bad as she making it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yep. Definitely, she definitely.
So play this part back for her, all right? Play this part back for her.
What's there, brother?
All right, man. You have a good one, brother.
Yes, sir. You too.
Oh shit, my bad. I almost ended the broadcast. I'm over trying to hang up the phone, and I hit finish. I'm about to hang up on you niggas. Amir, you on that drink, Amir Laster? How you feeling, my brother? You all right? Amir be on that loaded. Amir be in the chat room wilding out. I appreciate that, Violet. What's up, American Negro? I need some more. Who want to be a moderator? I ain't added no new moderators in a minute. My mods been lately. They've been doing other things. A lot of my mods. I know how I go on YouTube. I get it. You listen to a show for a while, then after a while you get tired of listening to that motherfucker. I do the same shit. I've been going through my YouTube like, man, I ain't heard them in a long time. I know how that go. So yeah, we need some more. We need some new some new mods up in here. Yeah, going back to what we were saying earlier though, but as far as the videos, man, stay away from that trauma porn, y'all. Stay away from that, man. Man, we can't be letting that stuff dictate our minds, you know? We can't be, that stuff right there, that trauma porn, you can't be watching that shit, man. You can't unsee trauma. 323-744-7425. See, I would put Dr. Sinister as a mod, but you a jackass. Who wants to be that nigga Dr. Sinister gonna start? That nigga gonna become a mod to be fucking people up. Hey, Dr. Sinister, you can become a mod as long as you don't be fucking around. Hey, but that's what we here for. Yeah, Violet, I'm with you, Violet. I watch the news just to when I watch the news, it's for the weather. I watch the weather. I watch the weather part. I watch certain things, but yeah, I kind of stay away from the news. I scan how I get my information. I scan the newspapers, Al Jazeera, LA Times, New York Times. I just sort of scan the papers and just see what's going on out there in the world, but I don't get into the gory details because I can't handle none of that shit. I can't control none of that shit. I can't do nothing about none of that shit. So I ain't about to let that shit control my emotions. So don't let that shit control your emotions. Do not let that shit control your emotions. Because that's what it's meant to do. The purpose of the news is to get up in your shit, to get up in your kitchen and control your emotions. That's the whole purpose. Where my blunt at? This nigga said, how Larry done on the Gaza Strip? That's a good question. This motherfucker Larry is a Palestinian punk. That's what Larry is. That's y'all call Larry. The Palestinian punk. The Palestinian punk ass nigga Larry Goodwell.
And I got wounded in the squad. Bo Diddley. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley, that sound that he has, don't. hear that on TV commercials every day, don't you? That sound is still selling product in America now. It's the sound that he created. Not only did he create the sound, he created the guitar that made the sound. That box guitar that had that real quiet, crying, tangy sound was a guitar that Bo Diddley literally created. And he created in what's his name? Bo Diddley. What is Bo Diddley a spinoff of? A diddly bow. A diddly bow was an instrument that black people use on the rural plantations down south, where they get a piece of hay wire and a brick or a can, and they tie that one piece of wire down a stump of wood to a brick or a can at the bottom, and they pick that one bow, and it's called a diddly bow. And Bo Diddley named himself Bo Diddley after the diddly bow, but instead of taking the diddly bow, he went and got some electronics, put that.
See, that's what we got going on in the documentary, y'all. That's why y'all gotta be there for It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American Music Family Tree. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's happening, DeJuan Brown? It's Jeff Brown. How are you, sir?
Oh, shit. Man, we just got interrupted by one of the most ignorant motherfuckers I know. We just got, the show just got turned up to a whole nother level. The wise, yet ignorant, but funny than a motherfucker. But somebody, I love this nigga right here. Jeff Brown, what's up, dog? I always get happy when you call, man, my man.
Look at her, man. You know what? Not only do I love you back, I deserve every fucking word you just said. Dude. I'm happy. I'm mad at myself. I'm thrilled. I'm filled with hope and love. Every time you either talk about your project or like what I just saw. That's dope ass shit, bro. I am a music nerd. I am a fellow music. Read the album cover while I listen to the record 15 times on each side nerd. So yeah, I salute you. However we can support that, we got to, black people. Somebody as our culture drowns is holding up the truth as a light. And it's cats like this. I dig that. But that's not why I called in. I called to find out, what do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on you, bro. I'm gonna put it on you on your cards, on your smart.
all right, let's roll.
Okay, number one, what do you think is going to be the straw that breaks the America as a country camel's back? B, what do you think is and how far off is it?
Okay.
Yeah, those two. Let's just deal with that.
Then if you want another one, I'm gonna give you two answers. All right. I'm gonna give you two answers.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you my answers, and I'm gonna give you the card's answer. Let me give you my answer first, and I'm gonna shuffle this card and ask the question again.
Right on.
My answer before I shuffle these cards is the thing that's gonna break America's back, and what's been a Freudian slip, is black people withdrawing participation in the bullshit. Us just minding our own black ass business. As we withdraw from politics, as we, because when my documentary drops and as it starts to reverberate throughout the country, throughout the world, it's going to really get black people focusing on us again. We're already focused on us, but between my documentary, Tariq's documentary, and where we are astrologically, black folks are starting to focus on us again. And so us minding our own goddamn business. Look how we're reacting to the Palestinian war. Most of us used to, back in the day, we'd have put a flag up of Palestine or Israel or something, and we would have been all gung-ho about what they got going on. Now, most of us don't give a fuck, and when a black person do say something, we looking at that black person like, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I mean? So I think us just saying, you know what, we got our own thing going over here. You're not going to be able to use us to fight your little bullshit interpersonal fights anymore. That's going to be one thing, because the only thing that's held Europe together has been their common hatred for us. Without their common hatred for us, they don't get along with each other. But
Exactly.
we always the one jumping in, saving this shit. We fought in the Revolutionary War. We fought in the Civil War. We fought in the War of 1812, the Spanish-American War, the Civil War, the World War II, Korea, Vietnam. We keep jumping in they shit, and there's nothing wrong. I was my own fan. I was at the Revolutionary War Museum in Philadelphia last week. I was looking at my ancestry. I got 3 different bloodlines that fought that were sons of the Revolutionary War. You know what I mean? But you know, and we do that because we're noble people. We do that because we want to do what's right. But lately, we ain't been giving a fuck about what's right and what's noble. We've been worried about ourselves.
Okay,
and I think as we do that, that's what's going to break the camel's back. What do the cards say? The cards say a 5 of diamonds is what's going to break the America's back.
And what's that?
And what a 5 of diamonds is, 5 of diamonds is a card of economic uncertainty, ups and downs, instability of the markets. The 5 of diamonds, what that card represents, it represents wishy-washiness, not trustworthy. It's so faith. What that tells me is faith. Faith in the system is going to break. The people's internal faith within the country is what's going to break this country. That's what it's telling me. It's also see, the 5 of diamonds also is not attached to material things. You can't buy a 5 of diamonds off of materials and with bullshit. You got to give it true value. It needs its freedom, and it needs its freedom at all costs. And you cannot buy a 5 of diamonds off with a symbolic gesture. So that's what's going to end up breaking the country. The people, the citizenry, not being able to be bought off cheaply. But go ahead.
If I may jump in right there and prove to you how good the shit is I'm smoking. I am going to connect what the card said to what you said and make you both right.
All right, go ahead.
I believe it will be the withdrawal and pull into one another as a people that will make this economy shaky. The reverberation of us finding one another to do commerce with, punishing those who we find that disrespect us financially, holding people's feet to the fire. I think that's a much bigger ripple in the pond than people want to believe. So I think you're both right. I think it's gonna. I've been calling forever. I have this fucking dream. Yeah, Dr. King got a dream. Goddamn it, I got one. Picture this. This J.R. Ewing Dallas style ranch, and a long fucking dirt road that comes down to it. And coming down this dirt road is tour buses, the flyest tour buses, Bentleys, Maybachs, helicopter lands. And it is every college athlete, every college football athlete that is ready to go pro, down to every football athlete that's ready to retire, pulling up in front of Dion's house and going, we're going to take all our money and start from here. What you want to do? Just all of us broke the money curse and said, don't nobody want to see 22 slow white boys do shit. What you want to do, Prime? We got all our money, and we going to take care of each other right. It's enough money here to take care of us right. And what we take in, distribute rightly, and not do business like our European oppressor. That's my dream. And bruh, we need a few more niggas my age and older to die for it to work. So we can start coming. But yeah, I do. And yeah, I ain't trying to hog your shit up. I dig your vibe, brother. And especially with the cards.
Yes, sir, man. Joe, we got to link up soon, dog.
But yeah.
And come on out to the music night.
Off the hook. What's the next one?
Come out to the music night too. When we get it started, all right?
When?
November 8th is the first show. We're gonna be doing first and third Wednesdays. Me and Tashina.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
You know Tashina, my peoples. Yeah, I'll run through on the 8th.
Yeah, come on out and vibe with us musically. But yeah, you have another question?
Yeah, no, Negro. It's the same question I had. When do you think that this is gonna happen?
In my spirit, there's not gonna be a day that we wake up and it's gonna one day thing happen. This is a progression, and we've already started it. It started back in 2012 after Trayvon Martin got killed, and Obama basically did nothing. That was when it started, you know. And so we've been on this road, this reparations road. We've been slowly detaching. We're going to look up one day, and America's going to see that black people don't just stop giving a fuck a long time ago, you know?
Right.
And it's not, if we're looking for a line of demarcation, if we're looking for a leader, if we're looking for Gil Scott-Heron, that a revolution will not be televised. That was something that he wrote through spirit. That spirit gave him that. You know what I mean? He didn't write that in his head. That was spirit. Because what spirit was saying through that song, the revolution will not be televised, is because spirit knows that the revolution is in our minds. And what happens in the mindset of a people cannot be televised. And once it happens, as it happens, they're not going to report it. Look at this. Most black people don't fuck with BET. Most black people don't fuck with a lot of the stuff we see out there. A lot of that degenerate rap, that drill rap, that's white folks listening to that shit. That's non-black people that's hooked on that stuff. You know what I mean? But the news and media is going to make it seem like this is still a black problem, starting with the black media. The BET style media. I ain't talking about the online media. I'm talking about more so the BET, the Roland Martin style black media. You know, what's wrong with you see all these Negroes, the ones that got millions of subscribers. It's the black community, and it's what's wrong with us when it comes to our music. What's wrong with us? Not understanding that most of that shit's consumed by non-black people. You know what I mean?
Well, bruh, I gotta say these two things super quick, and then I'll get out of your face. One, I have to address something going on in your chat room. Shout out to Bruce House, who is calling me out on the carpet because I didn't do the First Church of Holy Shit this morning, but it was a technical error. My dumb ass did not do Streamlabs properly. I was supposed to be running a premiere of another show, and it didn't air because I set it for next week with my dumb ass 7 days.
I've done that.
Today. So didn't shit come on, and I was out trying to handle other business. I apologize. Put it on me being 58, not on me not wanting to do my own show. And number two, brother, you are. Let me say. I'm gonna try to say this fast, but it's a big thought. Brother Dewan, you, my man, Tariq. Let me make this clear. I don't like Tariq. I don't sort of associate with Tariq. I fucks with Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, for me, bruh, that's the black CNN for me. That's why I don't watch CNN. I watch you. I watch him. And there is power. There is power in this no bullshit subculture media that I too am claiming to be a part of and growing as much as I can in, brother. Don't the old media doesn't have near the credibility it used to have because these young people don't give a fuck.
They don't.
And I love them for that. So with that said, bruh, hit me later, man. Yes, I want to come down. We're talking about next Wednesday, right?
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks,
okay.
2.5 weeks.
Bruh, I'm gonna come through.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Love your show.
I appreciate it, man. You have a good one, brother Jeff Brown.
Out. Later.
Yes, sir. That was the great Jeff Brown. That was Jeff Brown.
But yeah, like folks, man, we like it's not going to be something to where we can expect white folks say, hey, black folks, look, you won. This is the revolution. Here you go. On the platter, on the table. That's not how it's going to happen. We got to know, you're going to know when you look up, and just like we see now, we see as a people, as a culture, we ain't doing on that same shit we was on 10 years ago. Are we? Are we? Press number 1 if you see that overall we as a people, we on a different thing. We on a different vibration than we were 10 years ago. Press number 1. Or am I bullshitting? Or am I bullshitting? Press number 1 if you think we on some different shit than we was 10 years ago. Remember, we was on, all the music was on hoes and clothes. Now, we on some different shit. Let's pay attention, folks. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from? All right, caller hung up. Caller hung up. It's all good. They must have had something to do. Caller was working for the Meals on Wheels program. They had a drop off. That caller wasn't even doing Uber Eats. They still work for Meals on Wheels, like Eddie Winslow. I remember the episode of Family Matters when Eddie Winslow was working on Meals on Wheels and he got his ass whooped. That was my favorite. You know, my favorite episode of not Married Children, Family Matters. You know, that was my favorite episode of Family Matters when I was a kid. I used to like that show, Family Matters. You know, Steve Urkel. But the best episode ever of Family Matters was when Eddie Winslow got his ass whooped by the Dragons. I don't know. Something about Eddie Winslow was corny. In the early 90s, you had Martin, cool. Fresh Prince was hella cool. And then the other show we watched was Family Matters. And when it came down to it, that nigga Eddie Winslow was always corny as hell. So when he got his ass whooped by the Dragons as a kid, I took enjoyment in that shit. That shit was hilarious. But what's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, hey, the one. It's Amara.
What's up, Amara? What's on your mind, brother?
Because like everything you just said, I agree. And I'm not talking about Family Matters. That was a great show too. But man, this is a different mindset. When you said like when Trayvon, it started when the death of Trayvon Martin. You're 100% right. And I think because I'm gonna expand on that for a little bit. I think as black people, we got to see how racist people really are.
Yeah.
They justified him getting killed because he smoked gum, or because he was suspended from school. I'm thinking, how many white kids get suspended from school and smoke weed?
Right.
You know, and I went to school with white kids, plenty of them. They do the same stuff black people do. Trust me, it ain't no different. It's just black people are criminals for it. White kids is they're just being young people.
Boys will be boys is what they say when it comes to them. Boys will be boys. You know, you're 100% right. That's I'm glad you brought up that point of view, because at the end of the day, this is what happens, Amara, and I'm sure you've noticed this. Whenever you say white folks do the same shit, what happens? You get some Negro that comes in, well, I ain't making no excuse. This is what I got to say to you niggas that think like that. It ain't making an excuse. It's having an understanding that as human beings, some people are going to be crazy. Some people are going to be cool. Some people are going to act wild. Some people are going to have some kind of good behavior about them. There's just arranging things. As long as the humans exist, you're going to have people that be fucking up. You're going to be having people that do great. And that's across races.
Exactly.
What happens is a lot of these niggas go around the minute a black person do something, man, black folks is the only ones that do that do wrong. And like, shut up, nigga.
You ain't lying. Yeah, exactly. But we are starting to see a different mindset, but it's because of people like you. Matter of fact, let me tell you the first time I heard about you. This is from another good sister, Nicole's view.
Oh, yeah?
And when I first heard you, I was like, my God, man, you dropping knowledge.
And Nicole's view, she dope as hell. I can't wait till she get back on YouTube. I love Nicole's view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I miss her too. But hey, she put you out there, and now a lot of us know you.
Yeah, she did. When she interviewed me, she did a lot for me when she did that. I appreciate. I always appreciate Nicole. I always appreciate those who helped me get there. You know, Ronald Hurd.
I see that. You always give thanks to people, especially at your comedy shows. Well, that I went to, you thank people that got you there.
Yeah, it's all about showing gratitude. You only get to you only gonna keep getting that energy when you appreciate it when it come your way. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. But thanks for giving us a call, brother.
Absolutely, and good luck with your singing show. I think I might be there in a few weeks.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Good night.
Yeah. But y'all said it in the chat room. Since Trayvon Martin, we just noticed we as black people, we on a different tone. We're on a different vibration. We on something different than we was than before that. You know, it's a little bit different for us right now. We not as playful as we used to be. You know what I mean? We not as bullshitting as we was, you know? Kirk said, I give less than a fuck about what white folks think. A lot of black folks before 2012, Kirk, am I lying? Before 2012, a lot of black people, most black people did give a fuck. And a lot of us still do. But it's a huge portion of us that no longer gives a fuck. This is going to be my last call before I get the fuck up on out of here. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Dewan. This is Rob. This Rob from PA.
Rob from PA. What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, man. When you mentioned that about the Palestine thing and then about the Trayvon thing, you made me think back when I was looking through my phone the other day. It bogged my mind. It it cracked me up. One of the guys that are heads of the ADL was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
It was taped the 13th of October, but it premiered like this week. And I'm like, okay, he's not on CNN, he's not on ABC, he's not on them shows, but he's on a urban show. So I'm like, oh wow, he's trying to basically bully us into that whole situation. And it's like a lose-lose. Like if these jokers say anything, any of them say anything, it's gonna be a problem. Then right after that, they drop a Mark Lamont interview, and then on Facebook, I seen a clip of Cornel West arguing with somebody about the whole situation.
I saw that Cornel West.
I'm like, what in the what?
See, you know what that shows, brother?
Go ahead.
It shows you how essential our buy-in is to their bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are people that if we just look at this, don't listen to what they say, watch how they behave.
Exactly.
If we were so irrelevant, if our buy-in didn't matter, would they be on the Breakfast Club? They don't come on the Breakfast Club for anything that they got going positive. Exactly. But when they need something, where are they? Where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Going before the Breakfast Club, I remember in Living Color back in when the Iraqi war hit, they had on Living Color, Peace in the Middle East. Remember that was like a common phrase at all the award shows in 92, 91. Anybody that's around 91, remember, Peace in the Middle East. Belle Biv DeVoe, everybody black was saying that. Except for back then.
I was 17 then. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Except for back then, our eyes weren't as open as they are right now. But so we starting to see the pattern every time these other groups get into some shit. Well, what do they do when they want to bring immigrants? What cities are they bringing immigrants into? cities
All
with
Democrat
black
cities
mayors.
in sanctuary states.
Cities with, and especially cities with black mayors.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
that shows you how important we are to their agenda. And hold on. And oh shit. I got my damn light that I turned on. Let me turn this light back off. I gotta turn my fan on. But it just goes to show you how overall important we are. And
yeah, but then at the same time, they always had this thirst, like, we can't be fighting. The tone he gave me, like, oh man, we can't be fighting each other too long because we love fighting y'all and we love attacking y'all. So we want to bring y'all in this so we can try to attack y'all for something. And I'm like, okay, where you at when we talking about reparations and different things like that?
Right.
And he's nowhere to be found because he showed up when Kanye said his stuff, and then when Kyrie said his stuff, and then he showed his face. He showed his face on the Breakfast Club.
You know how I go.
And then he said what he was, and I'm like, oh, basically his reach, because he admitted how they monitor us and stuff like that, entertainers and stuff like that. So I'm like, basically this guy got the plug where if Michael Jordan get out of pocket, he can crush him with just some phone call. So I'm like, wow, man.
Yeah. 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 We look, bruh. We are a very essential component to the piece. And once we understand that, that's why us participating and not participating at the same time is so essential.
Yeah.
Because it makes us aware. It shows that we're politically aware, but it shows that we can't be bought off cheaply. That's why it's so essential, because they need us.
Yeah, and I think we're starting to come to realize too, it's like, y'all know where to be found when we want to address our problems and things like that. And we just trying to hold our own, and y'all trying to bring us into something that don't have nothing to do with us. And then it seems like every time something goes down, like when we was asking about reparations already before COVID happened. Now we having all these strikes across the country.
Yeah.
Outside of the Ukraine thing happening, they got to send money. Now the thing over there got to happen now too, with all the strikes happening here.
Right.
So being taken care of here. And,
right.
And honestly, they only spend 25% on the people anyway.
Yep.
And everything else goes to defense and everything else.
Everything else goes to defense. And now what they doing is they dividing our money up with trans surgery, immigration,
all that stuff.
All these other things that ain't got a damn thing to do with us. And look at what's happening right now. Biden done sent damn near $1 trillion to Ukraine and now to Israel. And then while at the same time talking about we need to now accept up to 100,000 new Palestinians. So we see the game for what it is. We see the game for what it is. And
exactly.
Yeah, we see it for what it is. So
yeah.
But that's it, man. But yeah, thanks for giving us a call, my brother.
All right, now.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, we about to get up out of here. Hey, my wife got back home, so I'm done talking to you niggas. I was talking to y'all because she wasn't here. She was out kicking it. Now, she back from with the family. Now she back home. So I'm done talking to y'all. All right. But I'm gonna be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about this whole Jamil Hill and this whole thing with her and Jada Pinkett and this bullshit that we see going on. We're gonna talk about that. I'm also gonna do some card readings too, and I might actually read into some people's cards. It's a lot going on in the celebrity world. We're gonna probably read into Jada's cards a little bit. I'm gonna read Jamil Hill's cards too, probably see what's going on with her, because she's a problem. She's been a problem for against Black society in a long time. So, you know what I mean? That's a good way of closing it out, Biz Marti. We should be aware and indifferent at the same time. Sometimes even the idiots in my chat room have something good to say.
I'm just fucking with you, brother. But I appreciate y'all again for listening. And just always know this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I appreciate y'all for listening. Donate to the GoFundMe. Go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com right now, and sign up. Buy 2 passes for It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, the Black American Music Family Tree, and gift one to somebody that you know. Buy a pass for yourself, and then you know somebody else that got kids that need to know the truth about music. Buy a pass for them so that they can get the downloaded copy of it also. That's how you can support the movement. It's 3 weeks from today, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, November 12th. Download it, and we setting this history thing straight. Get your readings. Everything in my shop, the whole month of October, everything's on sale. 30% off all readings, hour and above. So if you want an hour-long reading, 30% off for the month of October. Go to breakthroughcards.com, type in the product code 30, and you get 30% off of an hour reading. 30% off of a 90-minute reading also. That's a good-ass value. That's a great fucking value. And you'll get 30% off of the 3-reading package, which is one hell of a discount. You basically get a reading and a half for free if you do it that way. Or get a Monday mini reading. Tomorrow, my 30-minute, my mini reading, my 10-minute readings, $50 every Monday. But you got to sign up before Monday because I do not take same-day appointments on my website because I'll be busy as fuck. But if you email me, sometimes I might take a same-day appointment because if you email me, be like, hey, Dewan, I need a reading today, info@dewanb.com or info@breakthroughcards.com. If I ain't doing shit, then of course I'll read you that same day. But you got to email me if you want a same-day reading. All non-same-day readings booked through the website, breakthroughcards.com. All right? I appreciate y'all for listening. I'm out.